Take me home, country roads. Or don't. I mean, if you don't want to send me the beta key to Fallout 76, then I'm just going to go ahead and cancel my $200 pre-order for the collector's edition and call it good. And welcome back to another Meggetto Gaming video. As you see, things look a little different for this weekend update. This is a new thing that I'm working on for Twitch and maybe even YouTube. But first I'd want to apologize. I'm sorry that I missed last week's weekend update. Like I had told you previously, it's going to be a little hectic this month just because of the move and everything. But I did want to get a weekend update out this one because I don't know if I'm going to be able to do any more videos until November. Seeing as how I didn't get the beta key for Fallout 76, I probably won't be playing Fallout until November 14th when it releases. But as far as any other news going on, I do want to do a giveaway. I've been wanting to do a giveaway for a while. When we hit 1K subs, thank you so much by the way, do we want to do the Legendary Mount Pack or the Tyrannosaurus Mount Pack? Let me know down in the comment section below, and whichever one wins out, that's what we'll be doing for the giveaway, and I'll give more details on the next weekend update. I was so excited for the Fallout 76 beta. We can test the servers a bit, maybe, that this is not enough time to do a proper beta test. I mean, look at Neverwinter. I mean, even though they don't always follow through with, you know, getting it fixed before rolling it out, they have plenty of time through the preview period just for a module. Not for an entire game like Fallout 76, where we're gonna get less than a month. But we get all this time in the preview shard for just a single module. So kudos to you, Neverwinter. Thank you for doing a better job than Bethesda. Alright, and for comments. So this is based off of the video I did over the changes happening in Mod 15. Danny Murrow says, so 5 or 6 years later after the game releases, they are finally making these changes. I can't, just fucking can't. Well, no, I mean, I can understand that there's changes that they promised for a long time and they've tried to execute on them and they failed, and then they just let it go. But at least they keep trying. So, you know, if you've stuck with it this long and you're happy with where your character is, I would say just keep sticking with it and see what happens. Congrats on breaking 1K subs. It's a huge accomplishment. Thank you, Integrity Games. Yeah, this is a niche channel. It's really just about Neverwinter. It's going to start branching out a bit, but yeah, 1K subs just for Neverwinter. I am actually very pleased about that. I didn't think that we would have done it this early. I thought it would take a lot more time. It says, the one thing I don't like about the item level is when you unlock those high level dungeons like at 12K and up, you're not really ready to enter it, so you can't put out high DPS. Usually players want only high item levels so they know where they won't be in trouble. I know that every time I random queue FBI, the group is always players that are not strong enough for it. Yes, and they did address this in the AMA, that it is hard determining what the item level is. When you have to put into account of how people run their character, the rotations they do, I mean, one thing would be like having the dungeons say, okay, well, you have this much success rate in the dungeons based on how much damage you output, how much damage you take. You know, take everything from the Pain Giver board and like spit out an algorithm which gives you a PvE ranking, like we have a PvP ranking. I don't know what else they could really do with that, other than find like some kind of sweet spot with the item level requirements and what that may determine on how well a character plays. I don't see it. Thanks for the information. Keep up the good work. Storm Dragon X90. Thank you very much for that. If you ever get a chance, check out his Twitch channel. Very good guy. Definitely appreciate it. Thank you. Sam Smith, it's already impossible for a trickster rogue to get into any groups unless she knows better, because DPS can be done better by other classes other than DPS. The TR only has one role, DPS. Take that away, the class is dead. No one will want them, period. Well, actually there was a video that was posted not too long ago of a trickster rogue Sabo build in mod 15, one phasing Orcus, and I'll put that up. Uh, here's the thing. Congrats on finding a way to make tricksters viable again. I don't appreciate a video on one-phasing Orcus though, because we already saw what came of that. They're going to nerf again. We can't post this. Like, if you wanted to post a video on a max DPS build and just leave out the fact that you can one-phase Orcus and just say, yes, this is an awesome build, you're not going to see a difference in your damage output compared to the last module, leave it at that. But now you've drawn attention to the class again, and then they're going to look here in mod 16, which they're still going to be working on class balancing, of being like, man, we still can't have these people one-phasing Orcus, let's nerf the TRs again. Another thing, do you think a team of 12k also sucks, even showing you didn't show the chest rewards? Try and make everyone 15k to do a tong run. I bet you won't. Yeah, I bet you will. The life of the party, then your video is stupid. There's a lot of that I omitted. So yeah, I appreciate your feedback. Thank you for letting me know that the video was stupid. I always like to know if I'm being stupid. Thank you very much for that. As far as showing end chest rewards for Kessel's Retreat though, what is it? Okay, so I probably got a Black Ice Wedge or Twisted Black Ice Fragment, a Ward Alliance Belt, probably some refinement points, maybe a Peridot, and Peridot. I swear it's Peridot, but everybody calls it a Peridot, so I've been calling it Peridot. Anyways, and then also probably some Black Ice, and maybe if I was lucky, a Black Ice Glyph for my Overload slots. The Legendary Chest, who knows, maybe some Black Ice Treads in there, but other than that, probably the same thing. So I apologize that I didn't show the rewards for Kessel's Retreat. I'm sure a lot of people were on the edge of their seat wondering what was in those chests. Thank you, Rodeo Clown Obama. Now for this weekend, what's going on with PCs? We got 15% off keys. So if you do need to stock up on those legendary dragon keys for mod 15, as well as any other keys that you'd need as far as for your lockboxes, now's the time to do it because there's a discount. So we had already talked about in a previous video about how the dungeon chest rewards and the keys and the entire system's changing. One thing to look out for is that, of course, any of your epic keys that you've been getting from VIP or stockpiling through other means are going to convert in a 1-to-1 ratio to reroll tokens for mod 15. Now, if you don't have any tokens, it's going to cost you, I believe it's 5,000 AD to reroll. That's not worth it at all. I don't know if they're still the same price because I, of course, bought a lot of them myself. But they were as low as 1,300 per epic key on the trade house, at least on Xbox. And so I was buying those up like mad because 1,300 versus 5,000, much better deal in my opinion. Of course, if you can still buy keys on there for less than 5,000, it's still a better deal than paying for the reroll token. So keep an eye out for that. I don't know what it is on PC or PlayStation, but hey, if it's under 5K, go for it. You know, stockpile those reroll tokens. Also, Battle of the Bridge is going on. There's not a whole lot exciting in there, maybe for some new players, but mostly if you're looking for some cool weapon transmutes, the volcanic weapons actually have a bit of a glow to them, which is kind of nice. And then we also have the patch notes, which really doesn't have a whole lot in them, nothing too exciting. And then we've got the consult pack. Consult pack. There we go. That actually will have currencies for, you know, the acorns for mod 15, as well as a companion which doesn't look that great, fashion that doesn't look that great. Maybe I just don't know what good fashion is, but I don't think it looks very good. And then also coalescent wards, blood rubies, VIP, the standard kind of little bonus gifts that you do get with that. As far as a breakdown on if it's worth it, based off of all the time you're going to be spending on professions, I don't know. I mean, it's personal preference in this case. It doesn't really have any major benefits, unlike the Castle Ravenloft pack that we had. But judge yourselves accordingly. If you want it, go for it. And as for consoles, there really isn't a whole lot going on. There's 2 times guild marks, so hopefully we've saved up our influence and shards, and now we're ready to turn them in for twice the amount. There's also discounts on stronghold items for purchase, so if you needed any wards or foodstuffs or anything, definitely go for that now. But really, nothing really going on consoles. I definitely appreciate all the support on Twitch, over the 1K subs. Thank you so much for that, and I'll see you out there. Thanks for watching. Click the left to see the previous video, click to the right to see another video, and down at the bottom to subscribe. And to stay up to date with what's going on with the channel, follow on Facebook and Twitter.